We got 860 minus the 78. So about 780 pounds, man. That's pretty awesome. Now, what I think I'm gonna do is just load this up and get on the road. Because I need to get to Miami, I need to get to my customer, and I need to get back here. When I get back, I'll weigh up all the steel, and we'll see how much we actually made on that job. With the lights. But just that paid for it. And some. All right, we made it down to Miami. Freaking raining. The traffic was horrible. It took me forever. So we'll get this stuff offloaded. We'll try to get out of here as fast as possible. Because whenever it rains in South Florida, people seem to forget how to drive. And it's just a nightmare. So I want to get on the road quick, get my customers' bins back to them, and get me back to the shop. Oh, look at them big motors over there. I gotta talk to this guy about buying some motors, man. All right, I made it back from Miami and dropping off those bins to my customer. Now, the problem with, I broke that copper up over the weekend. I sold some of it on Friday, sold the rest on Monday. Copper dropped a couple cents, and that is why I absolutely hate holding on to copper, especially over the weekend if I buy it that week. You know, when I buy like that much and I'm putting out that much money, I want to strip it and get rid of it as fast as possible. Unfortunately, last week I had a couple little, you know, setbacks with that whole Miami deal and them stealing my lights. And we just got a late start. Me and Oliver, when we started, we got a late start. And I kind of had to baby the machine a little bit, man. Which I've been trying to figure out where I can get a gear. And I don't know if I can get one from Granger or I got to order it online. But maybe I'll just go ahead and try and modify this thing and add another pulley and get rid of the gears altogether. That's just the dumbest design ever. Anyway, I'm going to knock out these transformers real quick. Not much here. This should take less than 20 minutes. And then I can wrap up, see how much I made on that job that I spent $200 for, and I can get a final on. And then I'll go over the what I finally made on the copper, because That wire was for the, what do you call it? That lighting job, but I still have that bucket of #1 insulate that I was just gonna sell as is. Oh, so I had this guy stop by. He sold me some copper wire last week. He's like real excited about finding stuff. So he comes over, he goes, oh, I got all this aluminum for you. And I'm like, okay. And I look, as soon as I looked at it, I went and grabbed my magnet because I knew it was steel. And I didn't want to let him down too much. I told him I don't buy steel. And there was some more stuff, but these shelves, you know, they're not that cheap. It was literally like $2 in scrap, so I gave him 10 bucks for the shelving unit. You know, I can use some shelves around here. And these ones got nice casters on it, so for 10 bucks, hey, he's happy, I'm happy. I did get the clips. He said it was a complete unit and he just took it apart, so I got all the clips. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna clear this stuff out of the way here, get some airflow, because it is starting to heat back up down here in South Florida. Pretty soon, probably, I think I'll be okay this month, but next month I'm really gonna consider breaking out the AC unit and putting it together and building something where I could have it underneath that door there and put some AC in this place. Oh, and look at this, man. We did get some boards out of them. I think this is like a no grade board. It don't look like anything on there at all, really. I mean, I'm gonna throw it with the boards just because, but I did get some nice stainless hardware. I don't know if that's stainless or not. Where's my maggot? I just gave him a maggot. No, that's not stainless, but I might keep these anyway. And then, unfortunately, there's our aluminum transformers. They are like my nemesis. Steve came over here, brought this chair, and then he did bring me some welding wire, but he's got to weld this chair back. Get this thing out of my shop. Anyway, let me get set up on the press. Oh, and then my customer came over. I grabbed he had me scrap this panel, and then they needed this piece out of it. And he gave me a little coil wire. So it's my little bonus for today. All right, let's knock these out real quick and see what we got. Now, there is a couple more transformers over here. There's one in that box, and I think I had like one of those type right there. I'm not even gonna worry about them. We'll let that slide. But we're gonna process this stuff, and then I can see how much we made on our $200 investment into all this stuff. I think we're gonna do very well. Now I got another bin over here for the prepared steel. I want to kind of keep it all together. Okay, we don't have much here, but I am going to run a time lapse, see how we do. I'm actually just going to set this over here so I don't get jolted around. When you're standing next to this press, man, it sounds like a gunshot going off. Doing that out of habit. Now, I think most of these are going to be double copper. So we should get a nice little chunk. Delaminating it. This feels suspiciously like double aluminum. Yeah, we don't run that. I've done this long enough, I could tell when there's aluminum coils that just doesn't weigh. It doesn't feel dense. I think I'm mixing up my drums. It's really weird to be throwing the steel that way. This is half and half. I got a lot of these. I've had these in the past. They delaminate. You might want to give them a little tap. Help them out. Knock them out by hand. Like a specific brand of transformer that's like salt, but they're always double copper. Sometimes they give you problems. See if that helps. I usually don't like sitting here beating on them when you got a machine. All right. It's actually pretty quick. Now, move on to this process. Let's see. That was 13 minutes. I am kind of moving slow, in my opinion. This operation should go pretty quick. So when they bend over, it won't catch the lip on the angle iron. So you gotta basically just put it like that, press down on it, straightens it right out. Woo! That thing's kicking in low gear. Basically like 20 minutes. Only 3 coils of aluminum. We got a nice little nugget. So I'm gonna go get the forklift and a pallet. We'll load up all these drums. We'll get them weighed up. We'll get this iron aluminum weighed up. Like I said, I'm not worried about this box here. I know there's a transformer in there, and then like 1 or 2 of them other transformers came with it in that load. But we're gonna let it slide. We got this sheet metal, that. Anyway, I'll get it all weighed up and then we'll get some final numbers. Okay, here's the final breakdown on that stuff. The LED job. Now I went back and looked. I paid like 250 bucks for that stuff. We got $115 in old sheet, $14 in number 2 insulated, $255 in number 2 copper. That's what I just ran. We had 75 pounds at $3.40 a pound for $255. We did that in what, 20 minutes? Made $255 plus the steel. Cast aluminum, 786 pounds for $487.32. That was actually pretty simple. The sheet steel, $13. The prepared steel, $12. Ain't much there. Then we had $897 in material, and then the $250 that I paid for it. So we made $647.30. Oh, and then I forgot to add the iron aluminum in there. So it was $663.80. There was 111 pounds of these aluminum transformers, which sucks, but hey, it is what it is. It's the nature of the game. Now, what did I start on them? I think Steve helped me with that stuff. Yeah, so Steve helped me the first day. So I had 2 hours of labor in the first day, 2 hours of labor in the second day, and then I drove it to Miami. So we can, it literally took half a day to process that stuff and sell it off. And I picked it up locally, so even if with all the travel, so I made about 500 bucks for the day, which isn't bad. And then here's the 2 tickets. Oh, let me go over the wire. So I bought that wire, the mixed load of wire, for $3,419. That was extra. Actually, originally, I quoted the guy $4,000. You know, we just weighed the stuff up on site, and I gave him a number, and it was like $4,000. I gave him a deposit on it because I know I always find stuff in there, and I had to give him his bins back anyway. So it's good to always leave that little bit of room for stuff like this. I mean, there was a $600 discrepancy there. So these 2 tickets added up to $5,019.11 for that wire stripped. And that's with the EC wire and the number 1 I didn't strip, you'll see. And then I did have this bucket. We got 111 on the scale. Basically like 25 pounds in the bucket. 136, so we'll just say 20 pounds, you know. I know it's only like two or 3 pounds for the bucket. So I just said 20 pounds at $265 a pound, 59 bucks. So off that wire job, I made $1,658.81. And me and Oliver started late. I mean, we probably didn't start stripping that first night until I think like 5 o'clock, and he worked till 8. So we had 3 hours the first day. I had an hour the next day stripping and then loading it up and taking it to Miami because I thought I was going to pick up some lights, and someone stole my lights. I would have never even left. That Friday, I would have stayed in the shop and stripped all of that and taken all of that wire at one shot to Miami instead of 2 different loads. But here's the, let me see here. Okay, here's the first ticket. We had 698 pounds of Brighton Shenny copper, $370 a pound for $2,582.60. Still don't even cover the cost. Number 1 wire, all the stuff I didn't strip. 158 pounds, $265 a pound, $418.70. Then we had number 2 wire, 70 pounds, 98 cents a pound for $68.60. Then the number 2 copper bus bar, 29 pounds, $340 a pound, $98.60 for $3,168.50. We're still, you know, $150 or $250 shy of the $419. And then the Monday, we processed some stuff over the weekend. The rest of the Bear Bright, another 453 pounds, $367 a pound. I lost 3 cents a pound. Now, this is why I tell everybody I don't like sitting on copper, especially over the weekend. If I'm buying during the week, whatever I buy during the week, if it's copper wire, I want to get rid of it on a Friday. I don't like things sitting over the weekend because that's exactly why I lost 3 cents a pound on that, which, I mean, it isn't too bad, but we don't want to be losing money. We want to get the wire, we want to strip it, sell it the next day. You know, if we can have other things going on down there where we're picking up other stuff, you know, even if I think what I'm going to do is, for now on, I'm going to always try to buy something from the scrap yard every time I go. That way I'm guaranteed not a wasted trip. Even though I do have some customers even further south of the scrap yard and on the way back from the scrap yard or around the scrap yard, you know, I really want to optimize my travel time down there. So we're going to need a bigger trailer, and we're going to have to leave a lot earlier. So that was $1,662.51. The cast aluminum, we had 783 pounds at 62 cents a pound for $485.46. I'm not sure what that cast was from. The electric wire, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, that was them lights from that other job. That was the them big heavy LED lights that were working, and we scrapped them anyway. EC wire, 198 pounds, 95 cents a pound, 188.10, and then old sheet, 186 pounds, 62 cents a pound, 115.32 for $2,451.39. So with the 500 I made over here, we'll say, and then let's take another 150 off for labor and fuel. We made 1,500 here. So between Thursday, Friday, and Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I worked Saturday, you know, I made $2,000. And Monday was just driving to Miami. I just drove the stuff down there, and I had to go give my customers bins back and finish paying them, and I didn't pick anything up on the way back. I was supposed to do something else. Plans got changed, but hey, I got enough stuff around here at the shop that needs to be processed anyway, so here we are. And we finished up the transformers. I'm cleaning the table off, and we're going to set up the stator wrecker, and we are going to be pulling some monster nuggets here. So if you come this far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, because we're getting ready to pull in that big boy. Hold on, let me shine some light on it. Bam, up there be light. Getting ready to pull in that big boy right there. That's a forklift teeterer. She had the back wheels floating, so hopefully we'll get some decent copper out of it. Actually, I don't even know what that weighs. We're gonna try to get that on the scale. I'll pull the steel off, pull some of the heavy weight off so it's not so much strain on the forklift. Lighten it up a little bit. We'll get a full weigh on it because it was weighed with two other motors, and I got a good deal on it, man. I only paid 25 cents. That big giant motor I paid 35 cents for. Hopefully the 10 cent a pound difference helps me out on some profit. So stay tuned for all the monster motor mayhem. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Dancing. You ever seen your copper dance before?